Ladies, gentlemen and tram spotters, Edinburgh has reached a crossroads. The dust from construction is settling. The roads are almost clear of giant potholes and brightly coloured plastic road barriers. Simple travel rights denied to the citizens of our fine capital for so long are now mostly restored. You can now drive from one end of Edinburgh city centre to the other without feeling like you've entered a Wilfred Owen poem filled with trenches and tragedy. We can once again pollute streets with speeding metal and CO2, but what happens next? Will tourists flock to our capital to marvel at our trams? And are we more likely to see a panda cub at Edinburgh Zoo before we see a tram car on Edinburgh's city centre streets? There are many ways to get around Edinburgh. Like this. Or this. Or this. Or this. And this? Okay, maybe not. Edinburgh had trams once before. 47 miles of track between November 1871 and November 1956. Then Lothian buses, or Lothian Corporation Transport for those of you of a more grey-haired persuasion, filled the gap with their blackcurrant flavoured motor vehicles, earning local devotion and awards in abundance. And some would argue that's how it should have stayed. With such a quality service, fit for purpose and the future, why change it? And was all that digging holes and lifting rails a secret Scottish Government plan to produce our strongest ever Scottish Commonwealth Games team? Looking elsewhere, many Scottish cities used to have tram systems. Aberdeen, for example, had a tram network until 1958. The former tram depot at Queen's Cross was purchased by Grampian TV in 1960 and was converted into their TV studios and headquarters. You can still see an old tram power station on Constitution Street, which now houses the Satrosphere Science Centre. Definitely a case of new science and technologies taking over old, perhaps. So why is an old technology being brought back to Edinburgh? Change is never popular, and at almost £3,000 per inch of track it's an expensive change. There's no doubt that the opportunities presented by the trams in Edinburgh could be massive, with 3.3 million extra visitors per year. However, the largest stop on the tram line will be at Murrayfield Stadium. It looks like Scottish rugby has been seen as the biggest saviour of the line, even though the stadium is used sparingly. At least the crowds leaving at half-time after another woeful Edinburgh performance will be glad of a new way out of the arena. It remains to be seen whether the expense and inconvenience will be worth it in the long run. The question you need to ask yourself is this: should £776 million have been spent to replace the number 22 bus?